G'day everyone. Just in Broken Hill at the moment. Had an early start this morning, had a job in Menindee to do, so up early, breakfast at Pooncarie, job in Menindee, job at Sunset Strip, job here in Broken Hill, and then now I'm on top of the slag heap, which is the old stuff they pull out of the mines that they stacked up in the middle of the town. There's the memorial to the miners over there further in the cafe here. Nice view of the city. And of course, big park bench which you can't sit on at the moment, but good for a photo. And there's also the big ant in town. I am just about to make my way home, but I thought I would do, we call it sweet sticky chicken drumsticks with some wedges. That's a sauce that I make fairly regularly at home. I will try, I'm going to add some plum sauce to it tonight to just see how that goes, but we'll put it together, and it should be delicious by the time. It's 3 hours, it's a 3-hour drive to get home, so should be laughing. Trailer's back in one piece thanks to Nathan. Here we go. Sauce. I've got some honey, which I just stuck in the oven because it was fairly congealed, but need a good helping of honey. That's what's going to give us our stick. You want a good healthy dollop of honey. Okay, and then we're going to put in some plum sauce. Any plum sauce you want, but this will do for me today. Some form of hot sauce, Worcestershire, black sauce. I've got Auntie Mert's sauce here that we picked up from one of our trips. Bit of that. Some tomato sauce. And a little bit of sweet chilli for flavour. And then I've got some paprika and sesame seeds, which I haven't opened yet. So sesame seeds, not for everyone. If you don't want sesame seeds, don't put them in. I don't mind them on there, but not everyone does, so do with that as you wish. And a little bit of salt and pepper. Righto. And we're going to stir that. I've got the Travel Buddy on 150 heating up. I did reheat myself some crumb cutlets for lunch today, which were quite delicious as well. So you need this to be not runny, like it needs to be a fairly thick consistency in there so that it will stay on the drumsticks while you're cooking. So we're going to coat them, put them in, cook them for a while, and then I'll pull up and I'll baste them again on the way. So that should be plenty for now. Righto, got that. Some drumsticks. We're just going to plonk them in one at a time. Put them in and roll, and we'll roll them over. They should, you can see what's happening there. Coats the honey, helps it to stay coated onto the drumstick itself. It will come off a little bit, that's why we're going to keep the sauce in the fridge while we're travelling, and then we'll put some more on while we're going. So I'll grab the tray out. Just stick that in there nicely like that. Roll the next one. You get the gist of what's going on. a long old day. I also had a phone call from another station while I was here, which I might go and look at Nulla on the way, but we'll just have to, I'll have to see how the timing goes for that. What time it is when I get to the turn off. It's about 160 kilometres from here south before I hit the turn off, and then it's 100 k's inwards, and then I've still got to get home, so I may end up going up there on Sunday to have a look at this job. Be a big weekend of travel for me, that's for sure, because I've got to go and catch up with Curl probably tomorrow. We might have a Gulgowie rendezvous, I think, but we'll see how we go. I've got to give him some gear before our next tour. Yeah, and again, I'm not eating 6 drumsticks. This will be for the kids and that when I get home. So, but it does look pretty scrumptious. So the sauce, I'm gonna put a lid on that. It can go in the fridge. While we're driving, just so that there's nothing happening with that. Should be pretty right to get that in. There they go in. Beautiful, just fit in there as well. And then now we're going to do some wedges. So we've got a few spuds. I'm just going to do like a fairly rustic wedge. So nice big pieces. Like that, nice big wedges. Put those in there. Beautiful. The road from Menindee to Pooncarie up was not the best I've been on. It's getting a lot of roadworks on there at the moment. That was where it was bitumen. Some of it has lifted from the floodwaters, but the rest seemed to be pretty good. It was just rough in a few little patches here and there. A little bit of oil, and then we'll give those some same thing, salt and pepper, paprika, season your wedges as you'd like. Packet wedges if you want to, doesn't really matter, whatever you fancy. Again, okay, that's all done. They can go in the oven as well, and we're off. Done, righto. I'll see you probably at Lake Poppleton. Right, all packed and ready to go. One last stop, which we do quite regularly, especially when I got the kids with me. Bell's Milk Bar, Broken Hill. It's changed a little bit from what it used to be, but still not a bad little joint. Good milkshakes, thick shakes, hot dogs now I think as well. That should get me home, I reckon. Plus peppermint chocolate for dessert. Why not? Halfway home. Coomba rest area or Poplar rest area. Top of the lake out here. Not very often full of water, but at the moment, well, it was right up here to the bottom of the bridge, so it's going back a fair way, but it's been a long time since I've seen water in there. So probably an hour and a half in, and let's have a look. Ooh, looking good. Let's roll those over and put them in the top shelf. Let's get it ready. Okay. So we'll take that, put the chips into the bottom shelf now, and we will get this underway. They're cooking very nicely. Probably don't need any more dressing just yet. I'll put some on when we get to Wentworth, like right at the end, and that should be fine. Righto, so still got an hour and a half, hour and a little bit to Wentworth, which I'll check in again, and that's about 25 minutes home from there, so a good hour and 20 minutes, hour and 40 minutes to get home. Should be spot on. 25 k's from Wentworth. So I've done another hour. Spuds are letting out a little bit of moisture, but they're coming along nicely. I've just turned them, rolled them then, so I'll leave them in the bottom because the top's cooking pretty nicely, and I'll pull up one more time. Oh, hello. I'll pull up one more time somewhere along the way, probably other side of Wentworth, and just flip the shelves again and put the bit more sauce on, which should be laughing. Okay, curler, and they are looking pretty delicious. Pull this chicken out. Chips back in. That could probably do with a bit of a drain, and then put a bit of sauce on, job's right. Right, not sure if we got any of that last bit, so I've just swapped the shelves back, a bit more sauce on top, chips in the top, and we've got about 20 minutes to home. 14 hours in the saddle with jobs and driving, and time for some dinner. Let's have a look in here. I think we're going to be looking pretty good. That looks delicious. Grab a couple out. One, two, the others can stay in there for now. Oldest daughter's home from uni, and the kids are picking her up at the airport at the moment, so, and we got some farro. That looks good. Should do, I reckon, for now. Put those back in as well. We should be going okay. Everything looks still a bit of muck. That was a slight. We had a slight incident. On the way home. wasn't great. We put something on the chair on the other side of the car. I just had something to drink, and off the road I went. So there was a bit of spillage and stuff, and we know what happened last time I had spillage. I smelt it for months. But this is not cream, so it shouldn't be too bad. Anyways, beverage. Let's try it out. Probably going to be warm, but let's go. It's nice. Good flavour. A little bit crispier, stickier. Would have been nice, but beautiful flavours. Oh, time to relax. Hope you enjoyed. Not sure what I'm going to try next, but give us some suggestions and let's see how we go.